Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wondered which movies have absolutely conquered the box office, smashing records, and becoming global phenomenons? We're not just talking about weekend hits. We're talking about the titans, the legends, the films that have earned billions and captured the imaginations of audiences worldwide. Today, we're counting down the top grossing movies of all time, unadjusted for inflation. It's going to be an epic journey through cinematic history, so grab your popcorn, get comfy, and let's dive right in. Starting our list is a film that redefined what a superhero team-up could be. At number 10, we have The Avengers from 2012. This was the moment the Marvel Cinematic Universe truly came together in a spectacular way. Bringing Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and the Hulk together for the first time was a massive gamble, but it paid off spectacularly. Audiences flocked to see their favorite heroes fight side by side against Loki and his alien army. It wasn't just an action movie. It was an event, a cultural touchstone that grossed over $1.5 billion and set the stage for a decade of interconnected storytelling. It proved that a shared universe, built patiently over several films, could deliver an unprecedented cinematic experience. Next up, roaring into the ninth spot, we have 2015 Furious 7. The Fast and Furious saga started as a story about street racing and evolved into a global espionage franchise with a core theme of family. Furious 7 Inches holds a special place in fans' hearts, partly because it was a touching and respectful send-off to the late Paul Walker. The gravity-defying stunts, like cars parachuting from a plane, were bigger than ever. But it was the emotional weight of the film that truly resonated. That final scene with Dom and Brian driving their separate ways was a beautiful tribute that left audiences everywhere misty-eyed, driving its box office to over $1.51 billion. At number 8, we have a true classic that ruled the box office for years. 2019. As The Lion King. This photorealistic animated remake of the 1994 masterpiece brought the Pride Lands to life in a way we'd never seen before. Using groundbreaking visual effects, Jon Favreau and his team created a visually stunning film that felt like watching a nature documentary, but with all the Shakespearean drama and iconic music we know and love. Hearing those familiar songs and seeing Simba's journey from outcast prince to rightful king in this new format was a powerful dose of nostalgia for a generation, and it introduced the story to a new one, earning it a mighty $1.66 billion. Stomping into 7th place is 2015's Jurassic World. How do you revive a franchise about dinosaurs? You open the park, of course. 22 years after the disaster of Jurassic Park, the dino-themed attraction is finally a reality. Naturally, things go horribly wrong when a new genetically engineered dinosaur, the Indominus Rex, escapes. The film captured the original sense of wonder and terror, but amplified it for a modern audience. With Chris Pratt's charismatic hero and some truly thrilling dinosaur action, Jurassic World was a colossal hit, reminding us all why we're so fascinated by these prehistoric creatures and chomping its way to $1.67 billion. Our number 6 spot is a film that was a decade in the making. It's the culmination of Marvel's Infinity Saga, Part 1, 2018's Avengers: Infinity War. This movie did the impossible. It brought together dozens of heroes from across the galaxy for a single universe-shattering conflict against the Mad Titan, Thanos. The tension was palpable from the very first scene, and it never let up. For 2.5 hours we were on the edge of our seats, and then came the ending, that infamous snap. The silence in theaters as heroes turned to dust was something no one will ever forget. It was a bold, gut-wrenching cliffhanger that left the world in shock and grossed over $2.05 billion. Cracking the top 5, we sail into a galaxy far, far away with 2015's Star Wars: The Force Awakens. After a 10-year absence from the big screen, the return of Star Wars was a monumental event. Seeing the Millennium Falcon, Han Solo and Leia back in action, alongside a new generation of heroes like Rey, Finn, and Poe, was a dream come true for fans old and new. J.J. Abrams masterfully blended nostalgia with new mysteries, creating a film that felt both familiar and fresh. The excitement was electric, and it translated into a massive global box office of over $2.07 billion, proving the force was as strong as ever. And number 4 is a film that held the top spot for over a decade. A true cinematic icon from 1997, James Cameron's Titanic. This movie is the definition of an epic. It's a breathtaking historical drama, a nail-biting disaster film, and one of the most famous love stories ever told. The tragic romance of Jack and Rose aboard the ill-fated ship captured the hearts of millions. The groundbreaking special effects, the meticulous attention to detail, and that unforgettable Celine Dion song made Titanic a cultural phenomenon that people saw again and again. Its initial run was legendary, and with re-releases, its total gross has floated to a staggering $2.25 billion. Now we enter the top 3, the absolute behemoths of the box office. And returning for a second time on our list is the master director James Cameron with a film that transported us to a whole new world. At number 3 is 2022's Avatar: The Way of Water. 13 years after the original, Cameron invited us back to Pandora, and the wait was worth it. This time, we explored the breathtaking oceans of the planet, with visual effects that have to be seen to be believed. The technology was so advanced, it felt less like watching a movie and more like a fully immersive experience. The story of Jake Sully and his family fighting to protect their home resonated deeply, swimming its way to over $2.32 billion. The runner-up, the film that finally did the impossible and dethroned Avatar, sits at number 2. It's the grand finale of Marvel's Infinity Saga, 2019's Avengers: Endgame. This wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural culmination. After the devastating ending of Infinity War, the entire world was waiting to see how our heroes would bounce back. Endgame delivered on every level. It was emotional, hilarious, and packed with moments of pure, unadulterated fan service that had theaters erupting in cheers. From Captain America wielding Mjolnir to a certain iconic "I am Iron Man" line, it was a deeply satisfying conclusion to a 22-film arc, assembling a heroic $2.79 billion at the box office. And that brings us to the number 1 highest-grossing movie of all time, a film that didn't just break records. It created a new dimension of filmmaking. The undisputed champion is, of course, 2009's Avatar. When this movie first came out, nobody had seen anything like it. James Cameron used revolutionary 3D technology to immerse audiences in the lush, vibrant, and dangerous world of Pandora. We flew on the backs of banshees, we saw a bioluminescent forest glow, and we felt a connection to the Na'vi people and their struggle. It was pure cinematic magic, a visual spectacle that demanded to be seen on the biggest screen possible. It became the first film to cross the $2 billion mark and, with its re-releases, has pushed its monumental total to an incredible $2.92 billion, securing its place as the box office king. What an incredible list! From superheroes and starships to dinosaurs and distant worlds, these movies have become more than just entertainment. They're shared global experiences that have defined a generation of moviegoers. What's your favorite film on this list? Is there a movie you think deserves to be up here? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this trip through cinematic history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. We'll see you in the next video.